He's arrived. Where is she? Oh, I thought for a moment.
Here. This'll help.
What's that? A love potion? I can't, Susan. I can't do it. He spends all his time writing obituaries for his friends. When he's not writing letters to the papers about cleaning up television.
Then don't.
What?
Don't marry him.
Where would I go? I've sold the house. I can't buy another one. I couldn't pay the mortgage on the last one.
Rent a flat. Rent a room.
It's easy for you, a professional woman.
Nothing's easy for me.
It's just like the last time when I married Morris. Only then I had the white dress and the veil. But I still thought I shouldn't be doing this.
And look what happened to you and Morris.
Come on, Belle. Everybody's waiting.
I can't do it, Nettie.
Oh, is it bridal nerves now? Or will you go?
I hardly know him. I keep forgetting what he's professor of.
Does that matter? He's awfully eminent.
He's awfully old.
We are none of us getting any younger. Now, away in there and don't disappoint that poor decent chap. Think of the mess you were in before he came along.
I was a free agent.
You were a free bankrupt. I believe he's in for a knighthood.
I believe he's in for a coronary.
Is that the doctor in you speaking, Susan, or the unmarried woman?
At least you didn't say disappointed old maid.
Well, I gave you the benefit of the doubt. If extramarital sex can be called a benefit.
Don't you mean premarital sex in my case?
She was down to one-night stands with commercial travelers.
Really?
Anyway, he's done everything for her, even paid her milk bill. It was £300.
Confidence, never. That kind of number. Just keep saying over and over, it will happen. And it will. Voila. Fill the seats, pay the bills. Well, all we gotta do is live through rehearsals, right? This is it? Really? Then, sorry, people. It is all Pisovsky.
A girl, I said, Nettie. A girl. And only, perhaps. And only if you were stuck.
I am stuck. I've got to sort out other people's incompetence as usual. You said you would take a quiet student in your spare room. You didn't stipulate sex.
I said a girl.
I've placed all the girls. We'd an emergency with this lot. A health hazard. They were planning to sleep on the floor of the hall where they're performing to save money.
After last year's experience...
Oh, last year's was an Argentinian. Now, there's no comparison.
I'm quiet and a student.
He's also a mime artist. You can get by without speaking if you insist.
I'll be out most of the time, actually. I just need a bed and a place to put my things.
Of course he does. Oh, you've still got your Mrs. McAllister, I see. Lucky you. I had to let my Mrs. Irving go, along with a few other luxuries, when Andrew's rise didn't come up to scratch. I mean, why would I be doing this thankless job if I didn't need the money? Oh, come on.
I'll show you the room.
Oh, thanks.
I'm away then. I'll let you explain about the dog.
What dog?
What dog? Nettie, come back. Nettie!
Oh, the dog belongs to the troupe. It appears in a couple of items, actually. We're supposed to take turns looking after it.
Not here. No dogs, transistor radios, wet spoons in the sugar, or girlfriends who groan in ecstasy after 11 o'clock at night.
Chance would be a fine thing.
The Argentinian was more confident. The walls are very thin. This is it.
Great.
£12 a week. Paid to Nettie for one of her charities.
Paid in advance. Well, it's cheap. She said you're a philanthropist.
Oh, she said I could afford to be a philanthropist.
Well, she said you had a highly paid, responsible job.
For which I have made huge sacrifices that haven't all, she fears, conduced to my total happiness. Yes? Ah, that's Nettie's way of saying I earn more than her husband.
Still, medical research.
What about it?
Well, it must be quite exciting. Kind of worthwhile.
Kind of. I spend my days coaxing old men to spit into glass jars. A few years ago, someone spat something rather interesting, and I acquired what's known as a reputation. Nothing much moving in spit lately, though. Do you smoke?
No.
Good. Because not only would I not have you polluting my respiratory field, I might feel inclined to discourage you from polluting your own.
Well, not tobacco at any rate.
What?
It was just a joke.
You smoke anything else in this house, and I'll call the police.
Okay. They wouldn't come, actually.
What does that mean?
The police, they wouldn't come. My landlady tried it in Oxford. They don't bother nowadays for smoking.
They do in Edinburgh.
Thanks. Great. Well, sorry.
And you? What do you do?
Oh, fool around. I'm supposed to be reading English. It's all gone kind of unreal on me since the plangent voice.
The plangent voice?
Yes, that's the mind trip. Bodily communication being more potent than the spoken word.
Ah, I see.
Perhaps you'd like to come and see a performance, if you're not too busy.
I don't think so. I don't care much for fringe theatre. It's all testicles and Trotsky nowadays, isn't it?
What, you've hung up on nudity?
I'm a doctor.
Sorry. Well, perhaps you'd be interested in our anti-vivisection mime.
With the dog?
Yes. It's pretty strong, actually.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, I think we understand one another, Mr.
Chris Lang.
Mr. Lang. All dishes and cups go in here. The minute they're finished.
Fine.
I'm Susan Baverstock. Doctor.
Dr. Baverstock.
That's right. Come with me. This is the bathroom.
Hell. Sorry.
What it cost, but Italy's become terribly expensive. Florence is quite impossible. It's 50 lire to say good morning.
Is that why you came home early?
No, that was Venice. It got to my chest. Doesn't Belle look wonderful?
Yes.
I bought her that dress in Rome. I discovered Rome with my first wife, you know, and now I've rediscovered it with Belle. Imagine. I can thoroughly recommend marriage, Susan. It's warm, it's protective, gives you a new outlook.
Like double glazing.
Excuse me, just a moment.
Come and tell me what you think of the McVeigh. It was a wedding present. I can see what he means, of course, but if he's going to call it Collations in Space, I want to know what that line is doing there.
I prefer those drowned girls in Sky used to paint.
Yes, darling, but he'd said all he had to say about drowned girls in Sky. Surely he had to move on from drowned girls in Sky.
More wine?
No, thanks.
Yes, please, darling. We can't afford to be so choosy, can we? And it's Andrew's birthday.
Many happy returns.
Sure, I do his card.
Thank you for staying alive until you're 45.
Sweet, isn't it? And she's only 7.
Huh?
She's just discovered the dictionary. We're having such fun in the evenings with words like stay and pint.
You mean she hasn't discovered room and bastard yet?
Sorry, am I being tactless, going on about family life? Look, why don't you come back with us this evening? The girls are putting on a show for Andrew. It's supposed to be a secret, but I'm pretty sure it's The Lady of Shalott with incidental music by Joanna.
Thanks. I'm away to the opera.
Really? Alone?
No.
We haven't been to the opera in years. Well, when the crunch came, it was a question of do we give up expensive culture or do we take the girls away from Mary Erskine's and send them to a comprehensive? Well, there's really no choice, is there?
The wine's run out.
I thought it might.
Shall we make tracks then?
Yes, all right. Oh, how's the boy, by the way?
Oh, he comes and goes. I don't see much of him.
There, I told you.
In 8 days, he's managed to break the Hoover, the washing machine, 5 light bulbs, 2 vases, and a fruit bowl.
They're only possessions, Susan.
Yes, if you'd a family, you'd take all that with a pinch of salt.
Sometimes we worry about you, don't we?
Yes, we do.
But then I worry about you
Really?
Why?
because you're so poor.
Well, of course we are poor, but
Yes, of course we are, in a way. But in another way, we're quite rich.
we mean that, Susan.
I'm so glad. The bride. How are you?
Flourishing?
Sure?
Of course I'm sure. We're very, very happy. Delirious. Why don't you stay for dinner?
She's away to the opera.
Really?
You ready, Susan? I've called a taxi.
Hold it, dear ones, for we will all be too healthy, and the knavish critics will serve us pig manure, I promise you, in large, steaming dollops. Okay, it's Disneyland. Fun and thrills for all the family. Bring the kids. Take 5 minutes, and we will do it again.
Relax, Mary. It's coming.
About as fast as a tortoise with heart disease.
Look, it'll be fine when we're fully rehearsed. What's wrong?
Well, perhaps it is perfectionism. You know, that kind of number. Oh, like worry about whether we can afford to stay long enough to actually open this peep show.
Yeah, that's right.
These are the accounts. Oh, really? Correction. Take 5 hours, little sweethearts. This is it. Revelation time. We have just enough to buy ourselves oblivion.
You take the high road and I'll take the low road. I'll take the high road. Ah, the good doctor. Looking awfully tasteful tonight.
I said no dogs.
You said no anything, doctor. But I was more afraid of May than I was of you. May's our leader, and she said it was my turn for the dog.
You're to be out of here tomorrow morning.
Shh! Don't take the words out of my mouth. I'd have put it to her more gently than that. There now. Does a nasty doctor frighten you? Mwah. She frightens me. That's why I keep breaking their things.
For which you ought to pay.
Yes, I'm sorry. Actually, I was going to ask if there's a chance of a rebate on the room.
You've been charged a nominal rent for charity.
I know. Forget it.
Good night.
No, wait. Doctor! Doctor! I was going to pay for everything.
Oh, actually?
Yes, actually. When the show opened and people started buying seats and we got our money. But we can't keep going till we open. We can't hire the hall and pay our digs and feed ourselves.
You mean you can't accept the consequence of your actions?
Do I? Well, anyway, it hasn't come off. We're short of £700. So we're going in the morning. We blew what was left on a party. A great party, actually. Really great.
Oh, no, you don't. Not on my carpet. That's better. Any more?
No, no more. God, not again.
Good.
Actually, I bet you look really good in your white coat, with your stethoscope bouncing around while you move.
Now,
Wait,
for
what?
the shower.
No, wait a minute, wait a minute.
Bodies are all one to me. Like corpses, in you get.
Oh.
In you get. Now, I must get some sleep.
I'm sorry. I just had a terrible day.
So have I.
Listen. Don't go then. Stay. Hmm? Why not? You're nice, really. It's probably what we both need.
Hello?
Susan, are you all right?
Of course I'm all right.
I wondered, some people have just dropped in for a nightcap. I wondered if you'd like to join us. I don't like to think of you all alone at festival time.
I'm not alone.
Oh, your opera friend. Oh, bring her too.
No, not my opera friend. I'm involved, as it happens.
You're involved?
Good night, Belle. Morning, Mrs. McAllister. I was in the shower.
Hi.
Good morning.
Was it okay?
Yes, it was. It was fine.
Look, about the money. You don't have to.
I do. I want to. What I don't want is for you to feel compromised.
Are we going to have something anyway? You and me.
I don't know. What do you think?
I'd like to.
Then I suppose we're going to have something.
Well, you'll have to tell me how you want it to be.
Hello. Well, you look buoyant. You too. It's the bliss of a joint account.
I do not want to know what you had to do to get it.
Now, look. I didn't go and...
Oh, fishing. Oh, ain't you with the best body in the lineup? It's a bargain. It's sale time.
It's anonymous. All right?
And now it is Let Us Get On!
About 20,000, would you say?
I'd say about that. Consultants have always done well for themselves.
She's no private patients, of course.
No, and no books. It's my books that keep the bank balance up.
Even so.
Even so. She's got a job. She's got a top merit award, I believe.
So about 18 or 20,000.
About that, at least.
Not bad, eh?
Certainly not bad.
A woman on her own.
Indeed.
Well, we're not supposed to say that nowadays, are we?
What?
Well, equality, liberation, all that. Do you know, there are chaps in my department with 3 or 4 children and half that. It's funny to think one's penalised for following a biological urge.
What?
Having children.
What is your line again?
Geography.
At the university?
No, at a college of further education, actually.
Oh.
We do award degrees, of course.
Have you had a holiday this year?
Yes, we had a week's camping in the borders. And then we're rained out.
Oh, bad luck.
We're supposed to try again in October, but I got the option of lecturing to this American study group.
I always manage to steer clear of American study groups, thank God.
Yeah. Nettie said this morning I'd better do it. Well, it'll mean a little extra, you know.
Something I've always...
Yes. Would it be awfully early for you to have a drop of this in your tea?
No, it would not.
Do you think the sleeves of this jacket are too long?
What?
Belle says the sleeves are too long. It makes me look older. She had a tantrum about it just before you arrived.
I think it's absolutely wonderful.
So it is.
She's been very lonely.
Of course she has. And it's such a demanding job. It'll do her good.
I only hope she can cope.
Cope?
Well, young boys, it's always a mistake to encourage them, isn't it?
I suppose it could be.
Something I've always steered clear of. Still, if that's how she feels.
It's her life.
I think it's marvelous.
Did you think of doing anything about them as a couple? You know, an invitation or something like that, to show we're pleased for her. No disapproval or anything like that.
Why should we disapprove? Why should she care if we do?
Well, that's what I mean.
If he's performing in the festival, he'll not be free.
There's Sunday lunch.
Sunday lunch.
Oh, just to get to know him a little. Although, I don't think our budget can stretch to it this month. We've got Laura's cello fees.
I'll see what I can do. Would you like another piece of that?
That would be very extravagant, but it's awfully good.
This is the beginning of evil. We combine Genesis and evolution. It's stuff, Darwin, that kind of number. In our version, they are all serpents.
Really? Are the tickets selling well?
I don't talk box office.
But you want an audience.
Communication, you mean? Making a hit?
Why not?
That is for ad men. Oh, watch this, watch this. From crude marks in the sand to sophisticated Egyptian hieroglyphics. See? Straight off the wall of the Great Pyramid. Okay. Monday is opening night. Get your throats ready for the knives. Call the blood transfusion van, that kind of number.
Come off it, May. It was an accident.
Did you ever have eczema as a child?
Yeah. And asthma too, actually.
They often go together. Breathe out. Oh. Found, Isabel.
Well, I haven't wheezed since I was 4. I get itchy eyelids, though.
When? Early mornings?
Not every day. Only sometimes.
It's an allergy. Try avoiding feather pillows.
Really? Really? You're marvellous. You're terrific. Listen, I sometimes get this stabbing pain from my ankle. No, really, it's quite tender. Honest... Tell me about your last man.
There's nothing to tell.
And he was only the 3rd.
Only the 3rd. He was 48. And he had a mummy and a daddy and a train set.
A big train set.
Gigantic.
With goods wagons.
And milk floats. And little milk churns you could take on and off.
And what did you do?
We spent a couple of weekends in the Transport Museum at York. And a bit of embarrassed grappling afterwards.
No, but here, what did you do? Did you go out to dinner? In the theatre? Go for drives in the country? And do everything all on time, all planned?
All planned.
And what would your friends think of this?
First she said they couldn't. But then she rang this morning and said if the invitation was still open, they would.
Oh, well, we'll look forward to that, won't we?
I told Belle that we didn't have to.
Oh, one of us did. Really? Looks as if it'll be good anyway. We can cut down on the joint this weekend.
Duncan, don't lift that. You know you'll regret it. We'll see you tomorrow then.
And no laughing, eh?
What do you mean, no laughing? What do you mean, no laughing?
I mean, anything. It was just a joke, that's all.
Well, why say if it doesn't mean anything?
Well, it was just a joke,
I
Letty.
don't understand.
You were not at rehearsal today, little pigeon.
I know. I'm sorry.
What was it? Morning sickness? Escort's itch?
Where are you going?
Oh, so this is it. This is Simpoller.
I don't know what you mean. What's wrong?
Oh, I had to see this. I had to see where your mind has been squatting for the last 10 days. Where is she? Landscaping the face in the boudoir, that kind of number?
She's at work, actually.
Oh, right, of course. Giving enemas to the poor.
All right, May, let's talk about it.
Oh, it's so subtle, isn't it? It's all graduated shades of playing safe. And does she have matching sheets and duvet covers? And pillow slips, and curtains, and lampshades, and alarm clock, and tea maker, and underwear, and flesh? All beige?
Oh, come off it, May. I missed one rehearsal.
Right. You miss one rehearsal. That is a definitive statement, Fanalski.
Well, the others miss rehearsals sometimes.
You really want me to say it, don't you?
What?
The star on the dressing room door, that kind of number. We need you.
No, of course not. I don't see what's wrong. It's not as if you and me were having...
You and me? You and me?
Yes, it's not as if we were...
Well, no, it's not as if bubonic plague. I mean, it's not as if the end of the world.
Right, so... If you've got any...
we do our work, soulmate. That is what we do.
Look, we went to a
3 o'clock, Christopher. Extra rehearsal. Be there.
I don't know how you can say Oxford's done nothing for you.
Well, I learn more in the vacations.
Oh, I've heard that before. I mean, we won't mind if Joanna doesn't get into Oxford. In fact, we were prepared for it, weren't we, Andrew, when they said they'd only take her on late entry. Andrew?
Have you done something to your hair?
But we thought as the school put her up, she might as well try. Aberdeen is quite an acceptable alternative.
Sort of up and back. You look about 14.
That's nice, because Chris looks 14, too.
Chris did my hair.
Aberdeen's great. I went there with the troop at Easter. We got stoned for the whole fortnight.
When I was teaching at Oxford in
more cheese,
1936 or 37, pre-war, anyway.
I expect it's different now, Duncan. Will you see if I've switched on the coffee? A boy's appetite, isn't it wonderful?
It was a great meal.
Yes, it was.
Well, it was a sort of thank you to you from Susan's friends for all that you've done for her. What worries us is what's going to happen after the festival's over.
Duncan, you can't really have taught at Oxford in 1937.
Yes, indeed, from 1935.
Well, who would have thought? You're amazing.
Belle's brought me a new lease of life. She came to me just when I qualified for free travel and public transport.
Talking of the festival, wasn't the ballet disappointing this year?
I don't think I've ever seen your collarbone before.
Oh, it's a great collarbone.
I thought the ballet was superb.
We can't afford the ballet. Just as well, really, because it's not our cup of tea.
It's my cup of tea. Oh, I agree, we can't afford it. But it's my cup of tea.
Don't mean that. Why do you say things you don't mean?
I do mean it.
Listen, something really funny happened to me. It was just before I came up to Edinburgh, actually. I went round to see this dealer.
Oh?
Well, he's just a man that you buy pot from.
Drugs? I don't want to hear this.
What?
I'm sorry, if it's about drugs, I don't want to hear.
No, it's just that there was a girl...
I'm sorry, but I don't think you can joke about drugs. There's too much suffering involved.
No, there's no suffering.
Well, just count me out. And I don't know what Susan thinks. As a doctor,
I think I'd like some coffee.
Coffee.
Port. You've been in the sun. You're all brown.
I wonder if the festival isn't more trouble than it's worth these days. Just one big disruption.
There's something to be said for routine. Belle and I are going to haul up for the winter while I write a book and she helps me with the research. Eh, Belle?
Will you open a window? It's awfully hot in here.
Window? It'll be a fearful draught.
Charming look at man's triumphs and his failures.
Combines undergraduate fervour with professional pace and timing.
The humour was a little slow to surface, but once we got the message...
I laughed and laughed.
Chris Lang is one of this year's Fringe Finds.
Where does it say that?
He's beautiful, vulnerable and comical.
Yes!
Comical, huh? Comical. And look at this. The funniest show in the festival. Hilarious.
Well, that's great. We've done it, May. We're a success.
You were the one who started them off laughing. Sophisticated amusement? That kind of number?
Well, it doesn't matter.
Balls! This is a serious show!
They loved it. They got the message.
A little light relief.
It says here, May Carpenter directed with a fine feeling for both the absurd and the profound.
That newspaper is not the sort we care to impress.
It all brings in the money.
You looking for a return on your investment? That kind of number?
Now, wait.
Chris.
I can't stop, Susan. What lives we lead? Money, time, excitement.
What are you up to?
We'll get together sometime and have a real heart-to-heart.
Duncan? Are you out for a drive? Oh, picked a great day for it.
Have you seen Belle?
Yes, I saw her up at the bank.
Was she alone?
Yes.
Well, better go and catch up with her. Bye.
Bye, Duncan.
Is he here? Oh, Andrew, of course.
Andrew!
Yes, Andrew.
Why should he be here?
Because he's done nothing but talk about you for the last 5 days.
Me?
Susan's skin, Susan's hair, Susan's legs, Susan's gold earrings.
down.
I'd wear gold earrings if I could afford them. I'd wear diamonds, I'd wear rubies.
Nettie.
And now he's gone.
When?
Last night. I'd just driven Laura home from her cello lesson through the rush hour with her moaning all the way about her teacher having a down on her. I was up to high-do myself by the time we got in. And then there's this note. Away for a few days, don't worry.
Then don't.
What?
Sorry.
Next to the note, he'd left the Building Society account book.
Oh.
He'd drawn out £350.
Sit down.
350?
Well, he could cause
That
perhaps.
money represents 9 months' savings. It was towards Joanna's fees at Oxford. She'll not be able to go now, even if she gets a place.
Oh, I'm sure something could be managed.
What do you mean? You'd lend it to us.
Well, of course, if you ask me. What I meant...
Oh, what do you think we are?
What I meant was the bank. Some other economy.
What other economy?
I don't know.
No, you don't know. You don't know anything about economy.
Look,
a single woman, professional status.
I can't help
Have
it,
you never
Nettie.
thought, Susan, that you were a wee bit overpaid? I mean, I know doctors have special skills, but do you think that's enough to account for the differential?
Nettie, what's
I mean,
all
Andrew
this?
could have earned more if he'd let his integrity go a bit and licked a few boots.
Yes, I'm sure.
And I don't mind teaching home economics part-time. What I mind is having to.
Sit down.
And there's all this barbaric income tax.
Would you like a coffee?
He was supposed to be doing the school run this week. Not just our girls, but the ones next door as well. He's letting them down. It's so irresponsible. He was supposed to pick up the dry cleaning and disinfect the outside drains, and now I'll have to do it all. All of it. All of it.
Nettie.
What a night. What a night. What a night.
So the plangent voices may have come in at the finish, but they have managed, nonetheless, to clean up 2 of the most coveted awards in the festival. Congratulations on a most amusing show.
I hope you were more than amused, dearness, but thanks anyway. Well, hordes of people I have to thank. The cast, the designer, the program sellers, that kind of number. But the point is, they wanted to do it. I wanted to do it. So thanks are just so much flabsky.
Well, thank you, all of you, for one of the best laughs at the festival.
There's just one other person I should thank. Without her, we would have been back on the M6 2 weeks ago.
Right.
Dr. Susan Bavistock of Edinburgh put up the money. On the line, no strings. And for that, we will all be eternally grateful. Thanks to her, we were able to say, stuff the Arts Council. Though I concede that is a fairly lousy state of affairs. Did I ever see myself as a recipient and therefore an upholder of private patronage?
Duncan?
Believe me, media folk.
Duncan, darling.
Anyone who knows me
She bought him.
knows that is just not my kind of number.
She bought him.
But, on the whole, I think allowing Dr. Bavistock some space to indulge her finer in...
He just walked in and said, "Did you see the TV at 6:30?" I said, "Andrew, I have had more to do than watch TV." Oh, it was nothing. Just some notion he'd got about taking a cancelled room in a hotel and doing the festival on return tickets. Well, he's been under a strain lately. And most of the money's intact. Yes, I know. Poor Susan. She's going to need every ounce of our support.
There's plenty of time.
For you, perhaps. I've to cook lunch for a colleague.
Today?
Yes, today. Life goes on.
Does it? I'll write.
The only thing you'll write in the next few weeks will be your name on a contract.
What are you going to do with your colleague?
Play records, talk,
What are you going to talk about?
this and that. What turned up in the spit lately?
Farewell.